my name is Angga. So today I will talk about abuse of power. So what is abuse of power? So we're gonna talk about it. Okay. Uh, so according to the simple English Wikipedia, abuse of power is the act of taking advantage of one's high authority in order to control what other people with lower authority are able to do. Okay, we're gonna talk about abuse of power in politics, in law. So, abuse of power or abuse of authority in the form of malfeasance in office or official abuse of power is the commission of an unlawful act done in an official capacity which affects the performance of official duties. Malfeasance in office is often a just cause for removal of an elected official by state or recall election. Officials who abuse their power are often corrupt. So, uh, we can make conclusion that officials who usually abuse their power is usually or often corrupt too. That's horrible. In the United States, abuse of power has been cited in the impeachment of at least five federal officials. Two of these, uh, they are Judge George English and President Richard Nixon, resigned before their trial in the Senate could take place, and two others were acquitted by the Senate. The first impeachment trial of President Donald Trump concluded with the president being found not guilty on both articles of impeachment, with one of them being the charge of abuse of power. At the state level, Governor Rod Blagojevich of Illinois was impeached and unanimously removed from office by the Illinois State Senate in 2009 for offenses including abuse of power. So, talk about abuse of power. I have one question uh, that simple question who exists in our life. It's kind of related to K-pop team. So I've been reading about the article about the one group that the one member of the group that make abuse of power did abuse of power in her group. So we're gonna make the easy example of it. So the article says that AOA, Mina, and Jimin reveals by Dispatch. So Dispatch is one of the Korean media that usually spill the truth um, about anything what happened in Korean. And this case is about bullying. In 2020, Mina's indictment of AOA Shin Jimin brought the Korean entertainment industry to a standstill. So at that time, uh, the Korean netizen is uh, divided to two groups. The one who in Jimin's side and the one who in Mina's side. So Mina is former AOA member. She's an ex-member and call herself as victim of bullying. And she said uh, Jimin was bully her. The idol actress claimed that she suffered from depression due to alleged mistreatment of who she was the leader of the K-pop group. So Mina claimed that she was bullied by Jimin at the time. 14 months later, Dispatch exposes a new version of the bullying case. So, in 2020, Mina, when Mina was claimed herself as victim, 14 months later, Dispatch exposes the truth. The news portal attached messenger chats and transcripts of the audio recorded during the visit of the AOA members, including Jimin, to Mina's house, where they tried to defuse the situation. In that meeting. Shin Jimin actually apologized multiple times. I mean, she apologized to Mina. It's not once or twice, but multiple times. But Kwon Mina rejected her apology, arguing that they were not sincere. So from this one, I could make conclusion that Mina is really, it was like playing victim, I might say. So and then text message posted by Dispatch validated that Mina and Jimin had reconciled at the funeral of the farmer's father. The conversation was cordial between April and May 2020, and they treated each other warmly. They really treat each other warmly. They talk warmly, they are talk nice. But after 2 months, on July 3, Kwon Mina publicly accused Shin Jimin of psychologically abusing her and even taking an attempt on her life as a result. This is kind of weird because uh, they are literally like just like a friend, just like close friends, and before that case, there's nothing happened between them. And Mina suddenly publicly accused Shin Jimin of psychologically abusing her. That's why, because it suddenly, uh, she called Jimin as bullied. And okay, and this is the point. This is the important point that I might say this is a little example of abuse of power. So this page points out that although everyone left the meeting calmly at the time, the meeting of AOA member include Jimin and Mina. Mina again rejected Jimin's apology hours later. She still rejected it. The medium showed that the idol actress sent complaints to her former leader from November 2020 to May 2021. The Kakao Talks. Logs sent to this page contain the conversation of FNC Entertainment managers who work with the girl band. So FNC Entertainment is their agency, and we're gonna spill the fact behind stuff about this girl, Mina. A staff pointed out that Mina asked them for personal requests. Okay, at this point, I would make I would make it clear. I would like to underline the word personal request. So this is not this has not to do with the group, and I might say it as abuse of power. Because what? Appointment with the dentist, appointment with the dermatologist for her mother. So Mina asked for appointment with the dermatologist for her mother. Two, the staff against that the mother and the group has nothing to do. It's not related at all. Although, okay, I will continue. Although it is not part of her duties, it is not part of staff duties. Mina, Mina said, managers, it doesn't matter who does it. Make an appointment with the dentist for a root canal. Who do I have to tell and how many times? She said. And it's weird because why? It's not the staff does this. It's not the staff works at all. It's not it's not staff assignment. So I would like make conclusion that Mina did abuse of power because when she was in the group, Mina is so lazy. The fact, in the fact, she was lazy in the group, and she usually using that abuse of power to against his staff and the other members. Okay, so that that simple example from me. Back to abuse of power. In conclusion, abuse of power is kind of behavior used by an abusive person to gain and or maintain control over another person. So abuse of power is act of taking advantage of one's high authority in order to control what other people with lower authority are able to do. Thank you so much for your attention, and that's all from me. And I beg your pardon if you find some mistake. Thank you.